Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair Lamb and I make videos about all the different parts of my life. Today I'm going to be sharing some favorites with you. It's been a while since I've done a favorites video and I have accumulated quite a number of things that I'm really excited to share with you. So I'm going to jump in with food and drink, which is always my first category. But before I do that, I do want to mention that later in the video there's a portion that is sponsored by Jones Road Beauty. So thank you to Jones Road Beauty for that, and you can watch to see that portion. Let's go with food and drink first. First up in food and drink are these acai bowls. So these are by the brand Pitaya Foods, and I just get them with my Walmart grocery delivery. This is the Energy. So this one has acai, blueberry, and banana. I've also tried a couple of other different flavors as well, and they are all so good. So the way that they come, they're just ready to eat. So they come in this little container, and I just set it on the counter for about 10 or 15 minutes while I'm doing, making a cup of coffee or whatever else. And I usually like to add some sliced bananas and strawberries on top, and sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do a drizzle of Nutella or peanut butter. And then it also comes with a little packet of granola, and this granola is so good. And I just sprinkle the granola on top, and so you've got like this yummy acai bowl with some granola on top. It's so yummy. Anyway, I really like this. I've really been enjoying them, and my kids love them too. So sometimes I'll open one up and I won't just have a whole one for breakfast. I'll give a little bit to my daughter, a little bit to my son, and I'll take a little bit, and we just all enjoy having some of it. I don't know, breakfast is a struggle for me because I have an egg sensitivity, so it's really nice to, I can eat eggs and other things. I've talked about this so many times before, but in case you're new, I can eat eggs and other things, but eating like scrambled eggs or plain eggs is a no-go for me. It makes me feel really nauseous. So I did a food sensitivity test a couple of years ago and found out that I am specifically sensitive to egg whites. It doesn't make breakfast very easy a lot of mornings, and so I have gone and run the gamut. I've gone on, I've done overnight oats for a whole bunch of time. I've done regular oatmeal, acai bowls, all kinds of different like sourdough breads and toast and things like that. Protein shakes, which I have one here that I want to share with you. Just all kinds of things because I am a big believer in breakfast. So anyway, this has been a major favorite, and if you're a Walmart shopper like me, it's really easy to just grab from the store, and I love that. Next up is a Premier protein shake. These have been a favorite of mine for many years now, and I love them because they are 170 calories with only 3 grams of sugar but 30 grams of protein. My favorite way to consume the Premier protein shakes, really in any flavor, but I really love this flavor, which is why I'm sharing it. It's white chocolate raspberry. It's a part of their new indulgence collection. Love is mixed with a double shot of espresso. It tastes like a white chocolate raspberry iced latte. It is so good. I really love it. So if you, like all of us, are trying to get extra protein in your diet, something like this is just like an easy way, and it tastes really good, and it makes coffee really easy in the morning. You can just add a little bit of coffee or espresso and use this kind of like as a creamer. It's so good. So anyway, this is a new flavor that they just recently came out with that I had never tried before. So definitely recommend it if you are a protein person, or if you like protein shakes and you haven't tried that one. White chocolate raspberry, it's absolutely delicious and tastes really good with some coffee in it. The last thing I'll share in my food and drink category is this, which isn't really a food or a drink, it's a vitamin or like a supplement. So these are the Seed Daily Symbiotics. So it's a pro and prebiotic, and they come just in like little green capsules like you would expect. And they don't need to be refrigerated, which is nice for traveling. I've traveled twice in the past couple of months, and it's just nice to be able to pack them and not have to worry about that. So you're meant to take them first thing when you wake up on an empty stomach. Sometimes I forget, but most mornings it's the very first thing I do, and I go ahead and take one. And I have noticed such an improvement in several different areas of my life with these. The biggest improvement I've noticed is energy, and I was super confused about this, and I mentioned it in a weekly vlog, and then I did a little bit of research and digging and learned that actually if you are on a good probiotic or prebiotic, because your gut health affects your whole entire body so significantly, it actually can really help people with energy. When I take one of these in the morning, I feel a sharpness to my energy that I just don't feel otherwise, and I think that's really interesting and really cool. The other thing is that when I travel, and I think a lot of people have this issue, when you travel you feel maybe just like kind of bloated or like digestive issues. You don't feel like you're going regularly, maybe like we don't need to get into all the details, but I think a lot of people who travel have that same experience. upon talking with friends and family, like a lot of people are like, yeah, a lot of people have weird GI issues when traveling. And I have traveled twice this month. In the past month? Yes. Yes. In the past 4 weeks, I've traveled twice, and I have taken those throughout, and all of those symptoms are completely gone. Completely gone. And I completely attribute it to those. So I just really recommend you giving it a shot. I mean, I started taking these because my immune system was crashing out, and I figured anything would help, but I have stayed on them for reasons outside of that. So I don't know, maybe worth a shot. I know your gut health is so important for a variety of different things, pretty much your whole body. So maybe something to give a shot if you feel like you could use the extra support. I felt like I could, and given the change that I've seen, I feel like it's made a big difference, so I'm gonna stay on them. But just wanted to mention, in case you're looking for a good probiotic, I've been really pleased with this Seed brand. And I also really like the glass container that it comes in. But that's not really important. I just like the glass container. Okay, now moving into makeup and beauty, you can see that I'm fresh-faced, so I'm actually filming this before I film the rest of the video so that I can show you how this product applies. So this portion of the video is sponsored by Jones Road Beauty, so thanks to Jones Road Beauty for sponsoring this portion of the video. So here is what the foundation container looks like from Jones Road. It is just a beautiful little glass container, and I am loving this. The whole brand philosophy behind Jones Road is about enhancing your natural beauty, not covering it up, and just easy, simple, versatile makeup, which I love. It was founded by Bobbi Brown, who I have always really liked and have followed many tutorials over the years. I have had people on YouTube say to me that my makeup now looks so much younger than when I started on YouTube about a decade ago, and that is because a decade ago it was super popular to wear full throttle, full coverage, heavy, like night out makeup just day to day. If you remember back like the 2013, 2014 time period, that was like how I did my makeup for many years. And that was a fun time back then, but I have moved, and many of us have moved into more of the no makeup look, and this product is exactly perfect for that. I love it, I love it, I love it. And if you're someone who really cares about the ingredients in your makeup, you will love this, because the Jones Road Beauty makeup products actually adheres to a stricter set of guidelines than even the EU. So there's more than 2,700 ingredients that are not used in any of the Jones Road Beauty products. I think that's actually really cool. So here is what the foundation looks like. I have used quite a bit of it over the past few weeks as I've been trying out this product. So let me apply it while I kind of talk to you about it. It sits somewhere between a tinted moisturizer and like a light or medium coverage foundation. I really like it because you can actually use it in place of putting a moisturizer on. It gives you a really radiant, dewy finish. So what you'll do is you'll want like a pea-sized amount of the product, and you'll just kind of dot it around your skin. I'm using my camera to show you because I want my lighting to be good, and my bathroom lighting is very yellow. And then this is the brush that Jones Road Beauty makes, and they sent me it to try with this, which is really great. But you can do however you like to put it in. I kind of do a mixture between blotting and smearing. It has natural oils in it, and it really lays very skin-like. I am really into the glowy, dewy, natural skin look. But as you could see before I started putting this on, I have definitely some redness to my skin. But I really like my freckles. I've really grown to like my freckles, and I don't love when a foundation is such a full coverage foundation that you can't see any of my freckles. It just makes my skin look really flat because they're such a part of who I am and like what I look like. You know what I'm saying? So I really like this, that it has more of a natural finish, but you can still see, you can still see all my little freckles coming in. Now on places where you may have a bit more redness, you definitely can layer the product a little bit more to kind of take care of that redness. I also like to make sure to put a little bit down my neck, just so it's nice and well blended. I brought this with me when we went to Florida last weekend, and I really loved it because when I would come off the beach, we would shower and get ready to go out to dinner, I would just put this on real quick, and it just gives like a pretty little glow without being too much. I just really love it. I really love this product. If you are someone who needs something that is just easy, it's one simple step, it's pretty much foolproof. I mean, I'm doing it in my camera, so it can't be that it can't be that tricky. I highly recommend this. I think for the summer months, the spring months, really, I was gonna say I think for the spring and summer months because it's so lightweight and nice. I feel like my skin feels really moisturized, and so I really like that aspect of it for the cooler months. So this is gonna be a new year-round favorite for me. I can definitely tell already. I'm gonna go finish doing my makeup, and then I will be right back to finish up telling you about the What the foundation. Okay, so I just added a little bit of blush, filled in my eyebrows, and a light lip gloss, and I'm good to go. I don't think I mentioned the shade that I'm wearing in What the foundation, and I'm wearing the shade Porcelain. So if that's helpful to you, if we have a similar skin tone, then you can check out the shade Porcelain. If you would like to try out the What the foundation for yourself, I highly recommend you giving it a try. It is just a really pretty skin-like finish. It feels so good on the skin, and it gives you just a nice finish. You don't feel like you're wearing heavy makeup at all. It's basically like in place of your moisturizer, but it's a little bit more than a tinted moisturizer, so it just sort of sits right where my happy place is as far as foundation is concerned. If you use my link, which I will put in the description box, or my QR code, which I'll pop up here, you will get a free tube of the Jones Road Mini Mascara with any purchase over $85. You order the foundation, you can also check out and try the mascara. Thanks again to Jones Road for sponsoring this portion of the video. I hope that you check it out, and I hope that you absolutely love it as much as I have. It's so good. Such a good product, definitely a favorite for now, and I will continue to use it for many, many, many months to come for sure. Next up, we have the Redken Extreme Length Shampoo and Conditioner. So I have been using these for the past couple of months. I got them when there was a jumbo sale going on, and it smells really nice, and I really, really like the way that it works in my hair. I have a lot of hair, and it's long, but it's not thick. It's not thin, I think it's just kind of normal, but I find that a lot of like extreme length kind of stuff lays too heavy on my hair. Whereas I feel like this is the perfect weight. Like it gives me some body, it gives me some like shine and bounce and some definition. It's not, doesn't make my hair feel really fuzzy, but it's not heavy. It doesn't lay heavy on my head. I just really, really like it. So try it out. If you, I think anybody of any hair length could use it, but I feel like the formula is really well made for those of us who have longer hair. So if you are in that category and you have struggled to find a product that you like, I recommend these. I really have been enjoying them a lot. And you don't need that much, especially if you don't wash your hair every single shower. Like I shower every day, but I wash my hair once or twice a week, a little more in the summertime when it's really hot, but in the winter, usually twice a week max, because I mean, you know, a little bit of dry shampoo and a blast of heat and we're back in business. So anyway, really love, it lasts a long time. I feel like it smells really nice. I am a big fan of scents, and also I really, really like the formula. So last thing in makeup and beauty today. Moving on to home decor and products, the first thing I want to share, well, first of all, I've been obsessed with this Pura for a long time now, and it's just a scent diffuser, and there's like a magnetic cover on it, and you can put up to 2 scents in here. So typically I have 1 scent in this first bay, and in the second bay I have a like lavender scent, and then on the app you can create a schedule for your scents, and so I usually have the lavender kick in the evening, and it's just really nice to come into the house and have it smelling nice and fresh. I also recently discovered within the app that you can actually set it so that when you are physically at home it kicks on, and when you're not at home it turns off, so that you're not diffusing scent and having your house smell good if nobody is home. So, but I want to so I love the whole product, but I am obsessed with this scent that is new to me. It's in here right now. It is the Homesick brand scent, and the scent name is called New Home. Here's what it looks like. This, it's hard to describe exactly what, here it says, top notes are jasmine and cedarwood, mid notes are lime and sandalwood, and base notes are oak moss and musk. It smells like a fresh, beachy hotel lobby to me. I think it's the jasmine in it that really reminds me of Beach Club in Disney World, because I think that the Beach Club scent, definitely one of the top notes in that, I believe, is jasmine. I remember when we first put this in, the very first night, both my husband and I were saying, it smells like we can't put our finger on it. And then later in the night, we were like, I think it sort of smells like the Beach Club. It's a little different. It's maybe a little bit more musky than that, but I just love it. So if you're a Pura person, I really recommend trying this scent out. It has a really, for this time of year, it's really nice for this time of year. It has a nice fresh scent without being too summery. It's just like, it smells like what it smells like in your house when you've had your windows open, which we've also been doing that a lot lately as the weather has warmed up. When the windows are open and it just smells good and it has like just a lingering nice scent. So anyway, I really recommend. The whole system is great, but we've been really, really happy with New Home. Lately, it's been a favorite of ours. Next up in the home decor and products section, I have this Everspring all-purpose countertop spray. So this is in the scent Lemon and Mint. And this I don't think is a hidden gem. I think this is a very well-known gem. It has the nicest, lightest, cleanest scent. After I reset the kitchen for the night and then wipe down all of our countertops, wipe down our table, it smells like lemon and mint. It just has this really nice, fresh, light scent that quickly goes away. But I just really, really like it. Also, I feel like it does a great job of cleaning up like sticky messes or grease or whatever. Everspring, I really like this. They also have a lavender scent that I really like, but I prefer the lemon and mint. It just has such a nice, fresh aroma to it after, you know, you've been cooking and cleaning and whatever. It just smells super nice and clean. Love it. Love a clean scent, especially at this time of year when winter is fading into spring and you just want everything to smell fresh. Moving on to our entertainment category. So this is TV, books, movies, podcasts, audiobooks, anything that could be considered entertainment. I have quite a few. I'm going to get my list here because it's a pretty long list. And there were many more as well, but I didn't want the entire video to be consumed with this. This is the time of year when I feel like I'm watching a lot more TV than normal. I'm reading more than normal because there's not much going on and it's been very cold outside and all that. So there's been a lot of entertainment consumption going on and there's been some really good entertainment. So the first is the book Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is a book that has gained a lot of notoriety since it was released, and I just recently read it, and I actually read it by listening to it on Audible. And the audiobook is really fun because they give all of the characters different voices. There's all these different voice actors, and it really brings the story to life. And I have had several people tell me that they have both read it, like words read it, and listened to it through an audiobook, and that the audiobook presentation of this particular book is actually better. So I'm not obsessed with audiobooks. Sometimes I like them and sometimes I have a hard time with them, but this one in particular I felt like was so well done. I could not take my headphones off. I listened to it in 2 days. I was obsessed. It's just such a good story. It's about a fictional band in the 60s, and it's about everything. It's about every part of life, and it's just really, really great. And I loved it. And then there also is a mini series based on the book that's also called Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's on Prime Video. So of course, after I finished the book, that was the first thing I did, was watch through the mini series, and I felt like that was also super well done, beautifully cast. Like, it just was so true to character of what I had pictured. There were a couple of subtle differences, but overall it was just really, really well done and very, very close to the book. So if you are looking for a little book TV show combo, Daisy Jones and the Six. If you haven't already read it, I think you'll love it. I'm not even someone who's like a music history buff. You know, like when I first heard about the genre of the book, it wasn't like a major excitement for me, but I get why it has all the hype that it has. It's so well done. It's fantastic. Highly, highly recommend. And then of course we have 3 different true crime slash, well, I guess it is all true crime. It's just not. Some of it is more scamming kind of crime. So the first is a series that is new to me, that is new in general. I think there's only 8 total episodes, and the series is entitled The Curious Case of ... That's the title of the series. And then each episode gives you the name of the curious case. So like the most recent episode is called The Doomsday Cat Cult. So it's the curious case of the Doomsday Cat Cult. It is fascinating. I feel like I'm really well versed in these kinds of scammy, culty kind of things. I consume a lot of documentaries and things like that. And at least half, if not 3/4 of the episodes, I had never heard of the stories, and they were just completely new information to me and very fascinating. I feel like and it's all done by legal expert Beth Karas. If you've seen her, she's the one who provided legal expertise and commentary during the series that was called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. They might, now that I'm saying this aloud, I wonder if they're linked, because it's The Curious Case of and The Curious Case of. Could be. And Beth Karas was in both. I really like her. I like the way that she provides legal commentary. I feel like it's very factual and interesting and true to reality. And anyway, I really like this show. It's fascinating, it's well done, and each episode is a completely new situation, new crime, new cult, new whatever it may be. So highly recommend it. It is on Investigation Discovery, and I have been watching it on the Discovery Plus app, but you can probably also watch it directly through Investigation Discovery through a variety of other means as well. I've also seen it on Prime Video, I believe. Next up is the new Scamanda docu-series. So Scamanda was originally a podcast. It came out a couple of years ago, and I listened to it, and I think I actually recommended it in a previous favorites video, because it is a shocking case where a woman who is perfectly healthy and has no diagnoses of any kind, as far as anyone is aware, fakes for a very, very, very long time that she has late stage terminal cancer. And the length that she goes to is actually mind-blowing. Like, it is absolutely wild. So I listened to the podcast, and I had everyone in my life listening to the podcast because I wanted to talk about it constantly. And then they just came out with this mini docu-series. It's 4 episodes, and it is on Hulu, and it's fascinating and interesting to see the actual people speaking, and you can put faces with names, and you can visualize the homes and the locations and all that kind of thing, that it's just hard to, it's hard to imagine that through a podcast. So if you have not listened to the podcast, again, here's like a podcast TV combo, just like Daisy Jones was, either an audiobook or a book TV show combo. It is wild. I don't even know what the words are for Scamanda. It is really wild, but I definitely recommend it. It is fascinating, and it is very interesting to hear how it all unraveled. That part is, I think, the most fascinating to me, because it was like truly like there was a singular thread that got pulled and it all kind of fell apart. So Scamanda, the podcast and the docuseries, but specifically the docuseries because that just came out a Okay, last thing in entertainment, although I think I could sit here and talk about the books I've been reading and the movies I've been watching and all the TV shows, everything, is the new documentary about Gabby Petito that's on Netflix. So it's called American Murder, Gabby Petito. Now, the Gabby Petito case has had so much coverage, and I was consuming it, as many of us were, in real time on social media, specifically TikTok, as clues were unfolding and different pieces of the puzzle were falling into place. And so when this documentary came out, I thought, I feel like I've really been immersed in this case, but I actually feel like this documentary, in my opinion, is the most well done one in terms of holistically showing each aspect of the case, exactly what happened, the full and complete timeline, interviews with so many different types of people. The case is obviously absolutely heartbreaking and so sad, and just sickening, actually. And I do think that Gabby's legacy and sharing, her story, although she had a different idea for how her story would be shared. She was starting up a van life YouTube channel. I do think that in the end, she will probably save thousands and thousands of lives of women who are with abusive partners, because it just seems like the abuse in this particular case, and in so many cases it seems, is so covert. And so seeing that how this all played out, I feel like is pulling the blinders off for many women. They even talk about this in the documentary, that there are people who have said that they've left abusive relationships because they heard about her story. And so I just hope and pray that that is her legacy, that through her tragic and unimaginable death, there just continues to be women finding freedom. That's a beautiful legacy to leave, So really well done documentary, heavy and hard to watch, but I think it's really well done. And I appreciated that it was so driven by her family and by the perspectives that they shared and sort of the angle that they wanted to take. I felt like it was very family led, and I really appreciated that about it. Moving on to clothing and accessories, the first thing that I'm going to share, I just popped on, and this is my new North Face parka. So this is, I'll show you, I'll back up in a second and show you, it goes down past my knees, and this color is called Midnight Petrol. It's like a really warm navy color. I love it. It does have a hood, which is really nice when it's cold. It has been a very cold winter, and we're in Texas, but it's been actually a really cold winter, so I have been using this all of the time. It is so warm. So let me show you how far it goes down out into the hallway. So it goes down, well, I guess it goes down right to my knees, just about. And the zipper goes, there's a zipper that you can go up and then a zipper that goes down. Does that make sense? There are two zippers. So when you sit down to drive, if it feels a little bit too tight to just be driving like this, sometimes I will unzip this just so there's more leg room. Does that make sense? Oh, I didn't even think about the fact I'm just wearing leggings and tennis shoes. I was planning on you seeing from here up. But anyway, I have been wearing this all the time. I work out in the morning, and my trainer's always really on my case about, for good reason, about not sending my muscles into just shock because it's been so cold outside. So she's really wanting me to wear super warm clothes going in and out of the gym to keep my muscles warm and prevent injury. Well, I started wearing this at the gym, and she loved it so much that she bought it in another color that's called Midnight Mauve, and it's so pretty. It's this dusty purpley pink color. It looks so pretty on her. So the two of us are just twinning in our little North Face parkas, but I highly recommend it if you're looking for a solid coat that will last, I'm sure, years and years to come. But even just putting on now, it's like wearing a thermal blanket. It is so warm. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's fix my hair here now that I've taken my coat off. Okay, so then I have two things from Quince, big shock to everyone. Quince is a brand that I've really loved for a while now, in many different capacities. I was actually just adding things to my Quince cart last night. That seems to be a pretty regular thing. But this is the Quince neoprene backpack. It is so nice. It is such a nice backpack. I think it's a dupe of the, is it Dagny Dover? Is that what it's called? I think it's a dupe of that, but I really like that it has this trolley sleeve because I have used it in the past month, both times that I've traveled by plane, and I just take my suitcase and slide it on top, and then I can keep everything that I need in here, and it's like the perfect size. I think it's less tactical than a lot of backpacks out there. Like, it still has a cute look, but it's not so tiny that you can't use it. I mean, I'm able to fit all the things that I need for travel in it, and I just really, really like it. Actually, I think on one of my trips I used my Foldy, which I also love and is also a favorite. And then this most recent trip I used this. So either which way, this is still a favorite of mine. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I gifted one of these to my friend Shelby because she and I have a very similar sense of style, and she uses hers all of the time. And so we're always like, wait, whose is whose? Because it's just such a good practical backpack. And now that I have no kids in diapers anymore at all, it's nice to be able to downsize a little bit. It's still big enough to fit snacks and extra things that you need with kids, regardless of whether they're in diapers or not, but it's not so big. And like I said, not quite so tactical as a lot of, you know, what I needed when I needed a diaper bag was typically something that was a bit bigger. So this has been a nice change in a lot of ways, and I just, for personal use, really enjoy it as well. It fits everything I need. It's comfortable to wear. It's just great. I really like it. So I will link it below. It comes in a few different colors. I have this like cognac brown, warm brown color, but it also comes in several different colors as well. So there's something for everyone. I actually forgot that this was Quince. This is a new jean jacket that I have recently gotten from Quince that I've been wearing a ton lately. This is such a time of year when it gets chilly in the evenings. I brought this to Florida when we went last weekend and wore it a lot. You know, with the chill, the air in the mornings and the evenings, it gets chilly, and so it's nice to have just a denim jacket to pop on. I just really like it. I really like the fit of it. It comes in a few different washes. I always like to have the sleeves rolled up. It's not cropped, which I found out when I did my style analysis way back when in September or whatever, that because of the way that my proportions are, it's actually best for me to have jackets that hit kind of right here. So this is actually exactly what I need. But it's just like cute. It's like soft, comfy denim. It obviously has pockets. It's not tight, but it's fitted. It doesn't feel super oversized. I had purchased, I think I shared on here, I had purchased this other denim jacket from, I believe, Abercrombie, and I love Abercrombie denim, like their jeans, but the jacket was just this really huge boxy cut, and it just did not feel good on me. Whereas this, like, I feel like you can, I just love a good denim jacket. I feel like it's so versatile and you can wear it in so many ways. So anyway, I really like this one. And like I said, I believe it comes, this is the mid-tone wash. I believe it also comes in a darker wash and a lighter wash, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll link it below. Everything with Quince, I feel like the pricing is just spot on. And for a really nice denim jacket, I remember feeling like the price was really good, maybe around 50 bucks. The previous denim jacket I've had for 12 years and worn like into the ground. And so for me, 50 bucks for the next decade of my life wearing it or so, that feels like a worthwhile investment. So those are my two jackets in my backpack. Now moving into the Priceless category, where I share things that you can't buy, but it's like experiences. You know what I'm saying. So my sister and I traveled to Washington, D.C. just for one night to go to a concert together. And we stayed at a beautiful hotel and just spent sister time together. And it was wonderful. Like, we had so much fun. We laughed until we cried, and I lost my voice, and we just had such a good time, and we will always remember that. And now we're trying to see if we could make that happen again sooner than later, just like a night or two away, just the two of us. It's so fun to do that. And then my family of four, we just got back recently from a long weekend in Florida. So my parents have a little condo in Florida, and we went down for the long weekend to spend time with them and enjoy the sunshine. And it was so much fun. All four of us had a great time. Our kids loved it. They absolutely loved it. They loved playing on the beach and swimming in the pool. And especially since it's been, like I said, it's been so cold. We haven't been able to be outside as much as we normally are, because we'll go outside for 10 or 15 minutes and they're pretty cold, you know? And so we will come back inside. So anyway, being outside and being on the beach and just being in the sunshine, enjoying time together, just amazing. Like, absolutely loved it. And I definitely think that might be a new annual tradition for us to go back down there and sometime in the winter time and try to get away from the cold weather and enjoy the sunshine with Grammy and Pop Pop. It was really fun. My brother went down, okay, wow, there's all kinds of words coming out of my mouth. Their condo is very, 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 very small. It's really just for them. And then there is a small guest room. But like all four of us, my family of four, we were all in that one guest room because there's nowhere else, which is fine. It was totally fine. But because of that, multiple people can't stay with them. You know, like it was a stretch at our family. So my brother went down a few weekends ago, and then with his girlfriend, and then me and my family went down, and now my sister and her family are finalizing their trip to go down. So it's just one of those things where we're like doing it in shifts because otherwise it's complicated. I don't know. Last year we did it where we had like a separate place that we stayed, and it was fun, but it like, you don't get the same experience as like being under the same roof and blah, blah, blah. So we're just trying it a different way this year. I don't know, but it was a really, really fun trip. We just enjoyed it so much. It was so beautiful. We ate such good food. The weather was gorgeous. Just, the beautiful ocean and sitting in the sand, and it just like feels like a deep breath, you know? Love it. So a few days away was really, I'm really grateful for that. And we feel very rejuvenated and healthy and happy to have had the time away. And last but not least, I always put the kids section here at the end in case you don't have kids or you don't want to hear about different kids products. You can always just say goodbye here. Thank you for being here. If you want to stay around in here, I just have a couple of kids things. So the first one, and I don't have any to show you because they're all in the wash, but because they're our favorite right now, but I have been buying the Little Planet pajamas off of Amazon, and it's 100% organic cotton in these adorable prints, and they are so much more affordable than like Little Sleepies. Like Little Sleepies just keeps getting more and more expensive, which is like a premier bamboo brand of pajama. I love Little Sleepies. I feel like they are so high quality and they really do last a long time and all this and that. But like when you start getting into some of these prices for children's pajamas, it's like a bit much, you know? So the Little Planet ones, they go on sale a lot, and I got the most recent order that I placed, I got them each for 12 bucks a pair. And I feel like that's pretty good as far as kids pajamas go. I mean, sometimes we're talking like 30 something dollars, which is a lot for kids pajamas. So anyway, really, really like it. And it's soft organic cotton. It washes well, it dries well. It like the kids look so cute in them. So really been into those. So I will link the storefront that's on Amazon below. I'm sure you can buy them from other places too, but I mean, Amazon's so easy. But really cute patterns, adorable organic cotton, would make great gifts as well. Love. The other thing I want to share in the kids category are Berenstain Bear books. I should have gone into Nora's room and gotten a stack of them. I don't know why I didn't, but here we are. We recently purchased, I think 8 or 10 of them, and we already had a few. And we are just like growing our collection. I really like the books. They're very like Full Housey, wholesome lesson, full circle kind of moment. And it's cute. It's just really cute. And the personalities in the books and stuff are fun. So anyway, if you're looking for a new children's book series, you can, and they have something for everything, for a new baby coming into the family, for moving houses, for bullies, for every holiday, like they have everything. So it's just fun to be able to grow our Berenstain Bear collection because I grew up reading those books and it's fun to do the same with my kids. Anyway, thank you so much for being here and hearing my favorites from the past few months. It's been a minute since I've done favorites. I need to be better about doing this more regularly because my list gets just so long and I have to end up cutting things out. So anyway, thanks for being here. I will leave a link to everything below, including my Jones Road Beauty link, and you can use that, like I said earlier, to get a free mini mascara with your first purchase of $85 or more. Thanks again to Jones Road for sponsoring this video. Definitely go check out if you're looking for a light to medium foundation that will give you that radiant coverage but very skin-like feel. Check out their What the Foundation. I really, really love it. Like it's really good. It's good stuff. I've been loving it and wearing it all the time. So I hope you enjoy it as well if you give it a try. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.